See my pug slippers? Maybe this time I actually hit record instead of just taking a picture of something and wondering why my camera closes on me. I'm such an idiot. But it's also like it's almost 2:30 in the morning, and I came out here so I could keep from disturbing my family while they sleep. I wanted to talk about my staging appointment the other day, which we didn't get the best news, which we kind of expected at this point. We weren't going to get the best news because, for one, we haven't been so lucky so far as to be getting the best news when it comes to everything else. It's like, you have a cyst, but it's cancerous. It's like, what are the odds? Supposedly the odds are very, very, very slim, especially at my age. But what do you know? So, I mean, that's something that my gyno kept saying, like, over and over when he warned about, like, the risk of it being cancer. He's like, but the risk is so low. It's like, he's like, it's almost, like, impossible for it to be cancer. And it's like, and then he called us after, the day after doing my blood work, and he's like, your cancer marker's super, super high. He's like, but it could just be endometriosis. And then, and then after surgery, he's like, there is no sign of endometriosis. There is no way. There's like no chance in hell that this is anything but cancer at this point. It's like, okay, well, that's a thing. So we kind of expected the worst, but hoped for the best. And, well, there were a few tears on my mom's side, but for the most part, we were both pretty strong about it, I think. I turned out to be cancer stage 3B, and there's only 3C, and then there's 4. So, I really cut it close there when it came to being 4. I'm glad we caught it before it was stage 4. But, I mean, it's still pretty progressed. So I'm gonna have a pretty intense, cycle of chemo. And, yeah, first I'm having surgery next week to explore, more of my abdomen to make sure the cancer hasn't spread any further, because it was found in my appendix and also in like the fatty layer, my omentum. It's like, no surprise, she has fat cancer. But no, like, that's just kind of where cancer likes to live in, like, because we all have that, even if we're like thinner people, we all have that layer. So that's just kind of where cancer likes to migrate to. So, since it was also in my omentum, he kind of wants to make sure it hadn't spread any further up in my abdomen. And so now he's gonna like, make like a cross cut in my abdomen and, search for any more cancer. And then he's also gonna place a port here and then a port like in my upper abdomen, I think, for cancer. It's like, I was kind of, when I learned I had cancer, I was kind of excited to get a port, because it's like, they'll stick me 14 times and never get an IV. So it's like, oh, finally, it's like I can have something where they can just like do the stuff, and then, it's like, at least I don't have to be sticking a like voodoo doll or whatever. But that's weird of me. And it's like, it turns out I get 2 ports, so I don't know. I'll probably hate them once I have them, but... And, I mean, I'm not crying about this or taking this super hard because, with things in the past, I always thought this might make me cry just thinking about it, because it's like, I wonder why in the past I got a second chance at life, when maybe I didn't deserve it. And I always wondered, why me? Why am I the person who gets a second chance? And so when I think about cancer, it's not why me? Why did this happen to me? I think about it, why not me? It could have happened to anyone. Why wouldn't it happen to me? It's like, I don't know. I mean, I got a chance to live probably longer than I should have, so... I mean, I'm not saying if now's my time, because I'm gonna fight like hell, and I really think I can overcome this, but I mean, I guess if you have to think, if you ever get to that point, that it's time. That it's your time, then, you know, I am crying a little. I guess that's okay. I guess it's okay to cry, but filming yourself doing it is a little weird. Ice water. I think that might have been all I had to say, really. I know after surgery once I start chemo, I'm gonna have it every week, and I don't even know how many weeks I'm gonna have it for. I know, like, my hair looks greasy and awful, but it's just like, look at it now, because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be there anymore. And it's like, that's also something about this that I don't think I'll mind, because I've, always sort of wanted to shave my head. So, I'll kind of get a chance to experience different hairstyles or lack thereof. And, I try to look on the bright side, I guess, even when it's weird. And, I mean, I'm gonna be very, very sick during chemo, I realize that. And it's not going to be very fun. But, like I said, I'm gonna fight like hell. And this is what I have to do. If I want to live. And I spent so much of my life wanting to die that it's ironic how much I want to live now. It's ironic like that you finally get your shit in order, and then it's like, oh, it's like you're gonna die. Maybe. And it's like, well, shit. I'm not gonna let that happen. So, not once I finally got my shit figured out. So, I mean, I have too much to live for, I guess. But anyway, the thing is blinking because this video should be over already. So I guess I'll talk to y'all some other time. Bye.